Whenever anybody asks me about my formula for success in business, I tell them it's the red wine and popcorn formula. That's what I use. Well, what is the red wine and popcorn formula? It's very simple. I'm sitting at home eating popcorn, drinking red wine, and watching reruns of Columbo, and the phone always rings. And I get business. Yeah, you're kidding me, right? No. I've been in business now for 25 years. My name is Laurie Soper. I'm a business consultant. I've worked in various business sectors throughout Canada and the US, in financial services, high-tech, small business, nonprofit, and industrial manufacturing. And I've always used the red wine and popcorn formula, but I didn't realize that's what was happening until I had been in business for about 13 years. And I took a look at how my business grew. And I came to understand that what was happening was very different than what I thought were traditional marketing and business development methods. Now, the red wine and popcorn formula, you might say, well, that sounds really easy. It is easy. It's also portable. It doesn't matter what business you're in. You could be a chef or a financial advisor. You could be a teacher, a professor, a restaurant owner. You could be a farmer. You could be a landscape architect or a landscaper. It doesn't matter what business you're in. You could even be an architect. You could be a lawyer, an attorney. It doesn't matter what business you're in. The red wine and popcorn formula works, and not because you've got a method and you use the red wine and popcorn method. What I'm really showing is a description. My formula is descriptive. It shows the way your business and my business actually works. But there are all kinds of things to learn from taking and observing the red wine and popcorn approach and using some of the principles in it to actually further your business. Now, some of these principles are nursing your visions instead of planning. That's important. The other principle is you respond instead of planning. The third, I think, the third and most important of all these principles is nurturing relationships. So these three things will help your business to grow, whether you want it to or not. There's other features of the red wine and popcorn formula, and that is you do what comes easy and stop working so hard. You give your money away, and you live according to an attitude of gratitude. So what exactly is a Bohemian? The word comes from, it's pretty old, it's a couple of centuries old at least, and it comes from, I think it was a section in Czechoslovakia where the word Bohemian comes from. The opera La Bohème was produced as kind of using the Bohemian as a theme. The idea of a Bohemian is a wild, artistic vagabond who runs off the beaten track and challenges the status quo and accepted wisdom. The doing business as a Bohemian, that whole idea came to me when I realized how my business had grown over the course of about 13, 14 years. And my friend Steve Smith had loaned me his book by Robert Service called Ballads of a Bohemian. I'll tell you a little bit more about that in our next video. I would like to invite you to the next video, number 2, and in that video I'm going to show you how I became a Bohemian.